Hello, 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 and welcome back to Elevation 44. I'm Beverly, or B. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, family. Today we are diving into Sagittarius season. And what are the goals and activities that we can align ourselves to elevate, to improve, to glow up, to do all the things that we want to do in this life here of ours, right? We are all about progressing, moving forward, and we take these seasons' energies, each of the energies, and we use them to our advantage. That's what these videos are designed to do. So if you're new here, come on, get your pen and paper, pull it out, get some notes down, and we are going to explore together how we are going to glow up this Sagittarius season. Now, Sagittarius season typically falls between November 22nd and December 21st. So this is the last bit of fall. This is the, transition into the official winter weather. It's also a very festive time, Sagittarius season brings with us, like, you've got Thanksgiving, especially if you're, in the US. We have the Thanksgiving holiday, then we're preparing for all of the different holidays that happen in December, from Kwanzaa to, Christmas to all kinds of other things, right? There are many different holidays, Hanukkah, all of that. So there is just a very festive time of the year as we prep for those winter months that are more about internal introspection, pulling back, going more into our feminine energy and just being in a place of rest and letting things fall away. So that is a bit of the energy of the season. This is that last bit of things kind of being swept out, and there is a lot of things that have been swept out in 2024 for some of us. I am going to raise my hand and say, the way that I started the year is definitely not the way that I'm ending it, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and dive into Sagittarius season, because this season is, like I said, very festive, and it's Jupiter ruled, right? Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter brings its joyous, playful, expansive energy to the season. So adventure, okay, exploration, optimism, intellectual growth are all things that are themes that we're going to see throughout Sagittarius season. It's also prime energy to focus on expanding your horizons, pursuing knowledge, embracing life with enthusiasm, getting into that joyful energy that Jupiter tends to bring us, okay? Now, when it comes to goal setting for Sagittarius season, we are going to tap into some very, very key things, and it's around a lot of those themes that we just introduced, okay? So here are some potential goals that we're going to, focus on as we are moving through Sagittarius season. The first is expanding our horizons, okay? And each area, if you are new to this, each area we do set a goal at the end of going through each focus point, so that you can set a goal to help push yourself out of your comfort zone and embrace new things. So the first one is expanding your horizons, okay? And this could look so many different ways. And I think the easiest way to express this is travel and exploration. A lot of us have these winter breaks coming up, or holiday travel. Like I said, it's a festive time where we're, kind of going out doing things. There's a lot happening activity-wise. It's very easy to travel and explore during this time. And that means set some goals to explore some new places, whether you're going afar, right? Or you're just exploring locally. So traveling, hiking, finding new local spots. This is all favored under Sagittarius's energy. Take advantage of the season and all of the things that are happening during this time to tap into some new areas, new things, concert, musical shows, theater, holiday stuff. Just use the time off to go somewhere. Try something new. Go to a different restaurant. These are all things that are favored, okay? Cultural experiences. falls right in line with that. So activities that exposes you to different cultures. Maybe you're, used to being in your own bubble and being safe in that regard, and like, okay, this is what I know, this is the tradition, this is what we've always been doing, but like, let's explore something new. Like, let's get into something. Maybe you've been curious about Kwanzaa, right? Or curious about something else, or a different cultural thing. It doesn't even have to be tied to a religious thing. It could be very cultural based. Just get into new cuisines, events, learning about different traditions, and maybe some of those things resonate, and you can actually roll that into your own family traditions, into your own personal practices, okay? Broadening your perspective. Okay, so reading books, watching documentaries, TV shows, things on topics that truly interest you and broaden your worldview. It's time to kind of not be so limited in our thinking and all of that. Let's talk about expanding our knowledge, because Sagittarius is about gaining knowledge through the world, not just knowledge in terms of, studying at university or being very small-minded. It's really about that expansive knowledge, okay? Being more spontaneous. This is also feeding into expanding our horizons, right? Because being spontaneous, a lot of the times, that's when the best moments come, when they're unexpected and unplanned. Like, I have the best random days. Sometimes I'm like, I didn't plan anything for this day, and it was perfect. It was just so random and beautiful in its own way. So making more time to cultivate that, allowing that to flow through. Like, just meet up with your friends and just allow things to unfold for the day, or do something on your own and just explore, just literally following your curiosity and saying, okay, like, now I'm gonna go do this, and then when you get there and then feeling inspired to go do something else, just follow that. Allow your intuition and your higher or inner self to lead you to the things that are necessary for you that day to experience, okay? So embrace that spontaneity. Say yes to opportunities and things. So if you're getting invited to places, if you see things coming your way, say yes to these opportunities. Don't always be like, oh, I can't do it. We talk ourselves out of it all the time. Go ahead and say yes. Jump on the opportunity. Experience something new. Seeking adventure, okay? And this is hand in hand with that spontaneity, because through spontaneity comes adventure, because adventure is something that, true adventure, yes, while adventure can be planned, true adventure and those moments that like really feel special are those unexpected moments, right? So whether you're doing a road trip and you're making stops along the way and exploring things that you definitely didn't even think that you would be interested in or come across, or whether it's trying a new sport, embarking in a new creative project, or just seeking adventure in small ways in your daily life, right? Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna walk a new path today instead of the same old path that I always go down, or I'm going to go to a whole new coffee shop, or I'm going to call this person or engage in a conversation with somebody that I don't even usually talk to. All of these things are a form of seeking adventure. It could be in the smallest of ways. So to wrap up this entire section, we're going to set our first goal, which is to plan. I want you to plan at least one adventure or experience that pushes you out of your comfort zone and into a whole new territory. You're going to experience something new, and it's going to be amazing, okay? So that is our goal number 1. Moving along to our second area of focus for Sagittarius season is pursuing higher knowledge, but that philosophical knowledge and wisdom. Is that like that higher level, that next notch, right? So Sagittarius is really about seeking knowledge, okay? It's about the philosopher, diving into those deeper intellectual and spiritual things, topics, pursuits, all of that, right? Really engaging those ideas. So this is a great time to engage in studying philosophy and spirituality, okay? So whether it's philosophical texts, whether it's spiritual teachings, different religions that challenge your perspective, this is the best time for you to like allow yourself to expand and understand kind of those bigger life questions and more of those bigger, like I said, philosophical things that we think about, the big what ifs. How does this all tie together? And allowing yourself not to have any bounds on how you explore that, because a lot of times we will try to keep ourselves in this limited box and making sure that it looks like X, Y, and Z without any judgment whatsoever. Just explore. Just explore. So whether that be enrolling yourself in a little mini course, or joining a group, attending a spiritual retreat, studying great thinkers and philosophers, this is all things that you can be doing with this energy. Another area that you can, or another way that you can practice this, is cultivating some global awareness. And sometimes we get so fixated or stuck in just our community and what's around us, and we're not really expanding to see the things that are beyond this little bubble that we call our everyday life. And so this is pushing you to really expand beyond that. So some global awareness, exploring, again, different cultures, different histories, different global issues, being very aware of what's going on a macro and not just on the micro. So that can be reading books, catching up on cultural events, news articles, international, relations things, and discussing, or engaging in discussions with others about these topics and these things. That might be really exciting for some of you. Some of you are really into that stuff. So allow yourselves to get into these things as a way to not only tap into different things and learn different things, but to also connect with other people who are on the same wave as you, or can challenge your perspective to help you grow and see things in a different manner. Another way that this can play out in terms of seeking that higher level knowledge and wisdom is really committing to pursuing wisdom. And when I say pursuing wisdom, it's like wisdom is knowledge applied. And so what we mean by pursuing wisdom is, yes, we're taking in all this information, but if we don't utilize the information, what good is it to us, right? So what is the practice of wisdom in our daily life? So goal number 2 for this area is, I want you to choose one philosophical or global subject that really intrigues you and commit to exploring that more deeply throughout this season. So that is goal number 2. The third area of focus for Sagittarius season is embracing optimism and positivity, because Jupiterian energy is all about bringing that joy, okay? And this is the perfect season that it aligns to like the holidays and being festive and being in a happy spirit. That's where that Jupiterian influence comes in. So, time to focus on joy, optimism, and positive outlooks in our lives, because sometimes it can be challenging, especially with different things that are going on. Life be lifing, okay? Life definitely be lifing, but there's always something to find joy in. And it's sometimes those little tiny, actually a lot of times, it's those little tiny daily things that we need to be trying to cultivate or find joy in consistently. So whether that be, I don't know, let's see, what's a good example? Oh, so like, let's say you have to feed yourself every day, right? We all have to eat. So getting to the process of maybe you're finding joy in just the routine of, picking out your ingredients for the day and making a meal, and maybe you're making it a family or a group thing, like, hey, we're going to get together and we're going to cook together, or my best friend and I, we are in separate areas, but she's going to get on the phone with me, I'm going to get on the phone with her on FaceTime, and we're going to practice cooking together and catching up and just finding joy in those little routines and different things like that. I hope it made sense, but it made sense in my mind. I hope it came out properly. But things like that, cultivating like the time that you joy in the time that maybe you spend with your child. Maybe after school you guys, I don't know, do something together. You spend an hour sitting and reading together or talking about something, and that brings you joy. So finding joy in those little things, leaning into optimism, practicing gratitude, right? Deepening the gratitude, just being very, very just aware of what's in your life, being mindful of what's around you, and being in gratitude for everything that is in your existence and recognizing what is there. Positive affirmations. I put out affirmations on this channel every single month to align to the seasons. Tap into those videos. They're 5 minutes. Just tap in and start your day off, start your week off, get your energy going right by affirming positively. Like, good things are coming to you. Life is good. There's so much to be in gratitude for, even when life is lifing, okay? And spreading positivity, your joy, the way that you carry yourself, the way your energy just naturally exudes when you are in alignment with yourself, is going to bring positivity and joy to others. It's going to be contagious. It's going to be catching. Just like negativity is catching, positivity is catching as well. So that is your contribution to the people around you by being in your authentic joy, even when life is lifing, all right? So your third goal for Sagittarius season is to find a way during this season to cultivate a positive mindset habit, whether that is through a daily practice like gratitude or affirmations. Find something that helps you cultivate that positive mindset through a practice, okay? One practice. All right. The last area of focus for Sagittarius season is dreaming big. And when we're dreaming big, because Jupiter is all about expanding our horizons, looking out, big picture, what's the best case scenario? We're talking about setting big goals with those big visions. And this is how it bleeds into Capricorn season, which is our season where we actually lay down the foundation for those goals, the strategy on how, like, we really get clear on the type of goals. But this season, we are supposed to dream big so that we can put those goals down in Capricorn season and put roots to them, okay? So this is great to start your goal setting process. It is right before the new calendar year starts. So you're in the happy spirits, you're in the expansion energy. Use this time for goal setting. And don't dream small, dream big as you can. I don't care how unrealistic it sounds. You dream big and we'll put legs to it in Capricorn season, okay? So set time to make those ambitious goals that challenge and excite you. What really is driving you and lighting you on fire at this time? That's what you should be focused on. And vision boarding. Let's start envisioning what it looks like. And like I said, we're going to get deeper into this in Capricorn season, but this is time to like really put like a vision to what this imagination or this big dream looks like for you in whatever area that's playing out. So create a vision board that reflects your biggest dreams and aspirations. So goal number 4, what we're going to set in this department of the Dream Big department is we're going to set one ambitious goal or allow ourselves to dream big on one area of life. And then in Capricorn season, we're about to take those steps to make it a reality. But we are going to dream big this season, all right? So that is our Sagittarius season goals and activities that we can tap into for just utilizing the best of Sagittarius's energy this season. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that you are able to just really capitalize on all the good vibes that Sagittarius brings. I love this time of the year, not just because of the holidays and all of the festivity. It's just a lighter energy, and I appreciate that. I really do, especially as we get ready to transition into kind of our more reflective internal season of winter, where it's a little bit more quiet, it's a little cold, it's just, you know, the things it's just a little bit more challenging in terms of energy during that time of the year. It's very, very low energy. So I appreciate this boost before we get there, and I hope that you will learn to appreciate it too if you don't already. But I love you all. Have a great Sagittarius season, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.